Even though often overlooked by global attention, Italy also had tanks in World War II that demonstrated bravery and innovation in military design. These tanks are often forgotten in the shadows of the more famous tanks from other countries like Germany and the United States. While not as powerful as the German Panzer or American Sherman, Italian tanks had unique characteristics that make them interesting to study. In this video, we will explore the Carro Armato P26, a tank that may not be as well known as others, but has a rich history and played an important role. The journey of the P26 wasn't easy. From its challenging development phase to its late deployment on the battlefield, this tank faced various obstacles. However, the P26 remains a symbol of the hard work and dedication of Italian engineers and soldiers in difficult conditions. Development of this tank began in 1940 under special orders from Benito Mussolini. The initial specifications called for a weight of 20 tons, a 47mm gun, 3 machine guns, and a crew of 5. However, after seeing that Italian tanks couldn't match Allied tanks in the African front, these specifications were changed. The gun was upgraded to 75mm and the weight increased to 26 tons. The tank's name was changed from P2040 to P26, where P stands for pesante, meaning heavy, 26 indicates its weight, and 40 signifies the year of its design. Although its weight was much less compared to heavy tanks from other countries, the P40 was considered a heavy tank in Italy because it was intended to support the more commonly used medium tanks in battle. Compared to other tanks, the P40 was equivalent to medium tanks used by the Wehrmacht or other armies at the time. The development of this tank was delayed by 2 years from the target. Initially planned for 1941, actual production started in 1943. There was a disagreement between the Italian military staff, who wanted a diesel engine, and the tank manufacturers, who preferred a gasoline engine. This contributed to the slow production of the P40. In terms of specifications, the tank was 5.8 meters long, 2.8 meters wide, and 2.5 meters tall. It was armed with an Ansaldo 75mm L34 gun and 2 Breeder 38 machine guns with an 8mm caliber. The increased weight and difficulty finding a suitable engine further delayed mass production. Eventually, it was decided that prototypes and early production models would be equipped with a 330 horsepower SPA-8V diesel engine, later replaced by a 420 horsepower gasoline engine. The tank could reach a maximum speed of 40 km per hour with an operational range of 170 miles. Initially, Italy planned to produce 1,200 units, but this number was reduced to 500 due to engine issues and Allied attacks. By the time of the 1943 armistice, Italian factories had only completed 120 P40 tanks. During the armistice, Italian forces used just 21 P40 tanks for the defense of Rome. After the armistice, Germany continued production and used the completed tanks for various units, including the 10th and 15th Panzer Police Companies and the 24th Waffen-SS Mountain Division, Karstjäger. It is estimated that about 100 P40 tanks were used by the German military, known as the Panzerkampfwagen P40 737, with around 40 of them lacking engines and used as static defenses in positions like the Gustav and Gothic lines. Overall, the P40's armor could protect against early anti-tank weapons, like the British 40mm QF 2-pounder gun, but was vulnerable to later anti-tank guns like the 57mm QF 6-pounder and the 76mm QF 17-pounder introduced in 1943. While the P40 was a more advanced Italian tank, its late entry into the conflict and limited specifications made it unlikely to have a significant impact on the war. Today, 2 units of the P26 tank still exist and serve as important historical artifacts from World War II. One is preserved and displayed at the Museo della Motorizzazione in Rome, and the other is exhibited near a military barracks in Lecce, a city in the Puglia region of Italy.